Leadership is not about titles. It's about influence. It's not the power to command, but the power to inspire. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you why the world needs you to lead, starting today. Leadership is not a crown you wear. It's a burden you carry. It's the willingness to stand when everyone else sits, to speak when silence feels safer, to act when fear is whispering in your ear. You see, people think leadership is about position, rank, or authority. But real leadership is about responsibility. It's about saying, if no one will step up, I will. I've learned something powerful over the years. The greatest leaders are not always the loudest in the room. They are often the ones who listen the most. They're not the ones with the most followers. They're the ones who create the most leaders. Leadership is a decision, a daily choice. You choose it when you show up early, when you push yourself beyond comfort, when you take the blame, even when you could point the finger. But here's the truth. Leadership will cost you. It will cost you time, energy, and sometimes popularity. Because to lead means to stand for what's right, even when it's not easy. When I look back at history, I see that every great leader faced a moment where quitting was the easier option. But they didn't quit. They stayed. They endured. They led. And maybe you are standing in your moment right now. Maybe you feel the weight of responsibility pressing on your shoulders, the uncertainty in your chest. That's not a sign you're in the wrong place. It's a sign you're exactly where you need to be. Leadership is forged in the fires of adversity. It's not built in comfort. It's built in challenges. When people doubt you, when plans fall apart, when you feel like you have nothing left, that's when leadership begins. And here's something you must remember. People are not looking for perfect leaders. They're looking for authentic ones. Someone who will admit mistakes, learn from them, and keep moving forward. So I ask you today, not just to lead when the path is clear, but to lead when the road is rough, when the night is dark, when hope seems distant. Because the world doesn't just need leaders in moments of peace. It needs them in the middle of the storm. You see, the easiest thing in life is to wait for someone else to take the first step. But the mark of a true leader is that they take that step, even when the ground feels uncertain. Some people will doubt you. Some will question your decisions. Some will say, "Who are you to lead?" And your answer must be simple. I am someone who refuses to let fear make my decisions. Leadership isn't about always being ready. It's about being willing. Willing to learn. Willing to grow. Willing to risk failing in order to move forward. I'll tell you something I've learned. A leader without courage is just a manager of circumstances. But a leader with courage can move mountains, inspire nations, and change the course of history. Think about it. Every major change in the world started with one person saying, "Enough is enough." One person deciding, "This cannot stay the way it is." One person daring to believe, "I can make a difference." And maybe that person is you. You might say, "But I'm not ready. I'm not qualified. I'm not strong enough." Let me tell you, every great leader started there. The difference is, they didn't let those doubts define them. They started with what they had, where they were, and they grew into the leader they became. Leadership is not about waiting until you feel fearless. It's about acting in spite of fear. Because courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision that something else is more important. And here's what's more important. The people who are watching you. The ones who will be inspired by your actions. The ones who will believe in themselves because you believed in yourself first. When you choose to lead, you give others permission to rise. When you stand firm in the storm, you give them a reason to hope. When you refuse to give up, you prove that the fight is worth it. So here's my challenge to you. Starting today, lead. Lead in your family. Lead in your workplace. Lead in your community. Lead in your own life. And when the voice of doubt comes, and it will, answer it with this: I was born for this. I was made to lead. I will not step back. I will step forward. Because the future belongs to those who are brave enough to shape it. And if not you, then who? If not now, then when? Now is your time. Step into it and lead.